In today's video, I'm going to be doing a fantasy rebuild of the Houston Texans. This team is almost completely in shambles right now. Not exactly sure where to start with this roster. It's not in a good position. I'll say that much, but let's just get started with this one.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
So as you guys can tell, if you watch my recent videos, I have a new intro. I'd like your feedback on it. If you'd leave a comment down below saying what you think of it. I just made that a little bit ago. Think it looks kind of cool, but I don't know. I guess let me know if you think I should keep it in future videos and stuff like that. But let's start going over the roster then, right? So, yeah, this Texans team isn't great. 76 overall, 77 offense, 75 defense. Deshaun Watson is the quarterback right now, but I am going to be trading him. I want to get a lot of draft picks for him if possible. Now, we could keep him, I guess, but I just don't want to. At running back, they have Phillip Lindsay, David Johnson, Mark Ingram. Interesting group of running backs. I mean, Phillip Lindsay is the best at an 83. He's like 27 as well. We could keep him, maybe. I don't know, dude. I know I want to get rid of David Johnson and Mark Ingram. Phillip Lindsay might stay for this season. We'll kind of see what happens. Brandon Cooks is pretty good. He's 27, 85 overall. He's not bad at all. Definitely the best player on this offense. I guess aside from Larry Tunsil, he's really good too. But yeah, Brandon Cooks is certainly not bad. I guess Danny Amendola is on this team. I didn't even know that. Anthony Miller is here as well. He's pretty young, but I don't really want to develop him too much. We do have Nico Collins, who's a rookie. He's 6'4". I'm gonna have him be the number 2 receiver, I think. Maybe he can do something here. But then I kind of already talked about the left tackle. The rest of the offensive line is not very good. But Larry Tunsil is really solid. Oh, hold on. That's Titus Howard. He's pretty young as well. Maybe he can do something. I don't know. But yeah, Tunsil's an 89. He's going to stay on the team this whole time. I want to keep him as long as I possibly can. Now, Brevin Jordan is going to be the starting tight end just because he's a rookie. 69 overall. We'll definitely rather have him than Jordan Akins. Jordan Akins is 29. So I definitely want Brevin Jordan starting. That's for sure. And then onto the defense. I mean, we have Justin Reed. He's pretty good. 24 years old. He's actually really good then. 83 overall star dev. He's fine at free safety. Zach Cunningham isn't too bad either. He's 26. Has some room to grow for sure. The rest of this defense, though, isn't in the best spot. I mean, Desmond King isn't bad either. Pretty good slot cornerback. 26 years old for him. But a lot of this team, I feel like I could definitely trade. Eric Murray, I'm pretty sure he's kind of expensive, so we're not going to keep him. Lonnie Johnson is like kind of young. He's 25. Yeah, this team needs like a full overhaul. Ross Blacklock's still kind of young. Sorry, I'm just mentioning people as I notice them. Ross Blacklock, I think, was a rookie last year. Yeah, so he's going to stay on the team for sure, at least for this season. But a lot of the team, I think, is going to change, like, pretty drastically. I'm going to try to get a couple draft picks, do my best to get a couple players as well, because I feel like we have a good bit of trade value. I'm going to trade away a lot of the starters, but first off, we're going to trade away Deshaun Watson. I want to see how much I can get for just him. Now, I could trade for Tua as well, but I don't think I'm going to. I want to draft a quarterback instead. So Deshaun Watson going to the Dolphins for a first-round draft pick this year and then 2 first-round draft picks next year. He has a ton of value. Danny Amendola, Tyrod Taylor, and David Johnson are going to the Vikings for Garrett Bradbury and a 3rd-round draft pick this year. I like this trade a lot. We're getting a good piece on the offensive line and also still snagging a 3rd, which isn't bad value here for the Vikings. I mean, I really just wanted Garrett Bradbury, so getting any kind of draft pick there was really nice. Yeah, this is another trade I am very okay with. Mark Ingram, Marcus Cannon, and Justin Britt going to the Bears for Jalen Johnson and James Daniels. Okay. Those are 2 young, solid players who are going to develop really well here for us. We are dumping a bunch of cap here on the Chargers, and we're picking up a 2nd-round draft pick next year. Honestly, I just don't want any of these players on the team. Like, I would have been all right if I just cut them. So the fact that we can get a 2nd next year for this is phenomenal value. Those are going to be all the trades here for this first season. You know, we got a good number of draft picks in general. Not that many for this year. I think we have 2 firsts to work with, which is definitely enough. I want to try to take a quarterback, obviously. If there is a really good quarterback in this class, you know, I will do my best to get him if I have to trade up or anything. But I don't think this team's going to do well at all, so I don't think I'm going to have to trade up. We should have like a top 3 pick. Yeah, the team's in a pretty rough spot, but I think we got a little bit better here for the future, right? We got Garrett Bradbury, we got James Daniels, 2 really good offensive linemen here, you know, in terms of development and whatnot. You know, Bradbury's a little bit on the older side for a rebuild. He is 26, but James Daniels is 23. He's still very young. And then on the defensive side, we got Jalen Johnson on the team, who's also really young. He's like 22. Yeah, 1 year of experience, star dev. I will take him all the time. He's a good cornerback. He should be good in terms of development and whatnot. So there's a look at the team. It's nothing special right now, but hopefully we are looking good in one of these next couple of years. Yeah, all right, so the team is not looking good here at the midseason mark. 2-5 for the record. All right, well, I guess let's just go ahead and see who has to come back to the team. I know Desmond King is going to be here. I don't know if we give him this contract. We might. Philip Lindsay, I don't think we bring back. Justin Reed, we certainly bring back. And then James Daniels, we also should bring back. Joey Sly is also a really good kicker. I should give him a contract as well. Of course, 99 kick power. Ridiculous leg on the man. I'm going to wait for Desmond King, but Justin Reed, James Daniels, and Joey Sly, I'll give a contract to right now. Joey Sly and James Daniels agreed, but Justin Reed does not want to come back to the team just yet. Justin Reed is also coming back to the team now. He signed a pretty cheap contract as well. So hopefully he just goes crazy in this rebuild and we get really good value for a great safety in the future. Wow, who would have guessed? The Titans finished last, 4-13 for the record right now. Let's go. We went insane this year. Let's quickly go over these stats. Oh, Cam Newton's on the team. I didn't sign him. I guess the computer did. So there goes the Davis Mills Offensive Rookie of the Year hopes. Anyway, Cam Newton, 4,400 yards. I guess that's pretty cool. Philip Lindsay, 10 touchdowns. I mean, not terrible. Anthony Miller actually had a really good season. All right, Brandon Cooks, 8 touchdowns. Not bad. How many sacks were allowed? All right, not that many. I'll take that. 127 tackles here for Kevin Pierre-Louis. 14 tackles for loss for Malik Collins. 6 sacks for Jordan Jenkins. 5 picks for Desmond King. Maybe we do bring him back then. He had a really good year too. All right, we were not last on offense, so that's a W. But we were last on defense. All right. MVP is Patrick Mahomes, of course. No one from the Texans, obviously. Offensive Player of the Year also goes to Mahomes. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Von Miller. But Desmond King at number 7. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We have Brevin Jordan. Let's go. Defensive Rookie of the Year. No one from the Texans. All right, so that's pretty much how I expected the first season to go. The only thing that was really unexpected was Cam Newton being on the team. But I'm going to use these scouting points, and then we'll see who wins the Super Bowl here. You know, I found one of the most unique names in this draft class. Devontae Smith. Don't think I've ever heard of anyone with a name similar to that. But let's go by the Super Bowl. I feel like the Chiefs are going to win. They are unstoppable in this game. And never mind, they are completely stoppable. The thing that can stop them, apparently, are the Cowboys. 36-30. All right. Let's go by this week as well and talk about re-signing some players. Actually, before I do this, I need to get in the habit of going over the development trade upgrades at this point. So let's go do that now. Anyone up in dev on the offense? Maybe Anthony Miller? Yeah, he is up in dev. All right, so is Brevin Jordan. Okay. I was looking to draft a tight end, but I don't think I have to anymore. It's pretty cool. I don't think anyone else on the offense is up in dev trait. But then defensively, I think Christian Kirksey is up. I think Kevin Pierre-Louis is also up. And I feel like that's it. I'm surprised Desmond King did not go up in dev. Dude, he went off this year. I do think we should still offer him a contract, though. He had a good season. We have a lot of money. We are going to have a good bit of money, I feel like, for the most part here. Because we're not going to have a quarterback on a super expensive contract, at least for a little while. But Desmond King, I will offer him this contract, and he's coming back to the team for another 3 seasons. That's not a bad contract. He should still be pretty solid until he's 30. So I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, let's hop into free agency. And I do want to sign a couple guys, right? We have $29.5 million. Devontae Adams is usually here. He's right there. But this time, there is no Chris Godwin. I was going to sign Chris Godwin as well. All right, interesting. So, I do want to get a receiver. I might honestly just wait for the draft. It has been a little while since I've gotten Devontae Adams. I'm just kind of tired of seeing him here, so I'm actually not going to get Devontae. Instead, I'm going to offer a pretty small contract here to Michael Gallup. Let's see if he can accept this. I was going to go after Chris Godwin if he were here. But of course he's not, you know. Always got to ruin the plans. 37 points. That's likely not enough, but we'll give it a shot. Now, Keanu Neal's a player I also kind of want. In one of my rebuilds recently, he went absolutely wild the one season. So I'm going to see if he can do that for us here. The last player I'm going to give a contract to is Mitchell Schwartz. He's a good tackle for a couple years. We are now in first place, above Washington. Let's advance by and see if we got these guys. We got Keanu Neal and we got Mitchell Schwartz. Okay, I didn't really expect to get Michael Gallup right now. Let's see if we can change his contract, or we can just leave it the same. We cannot leave it the same. The Steelers are also going after him. Okay, so do I want to get him? I actually don't think I do then. I'm thinking we go elsewhere. Maybe like Auden Tate or something. I'm just looking for like a number 2 receiver. Maybe even just a number 3, someone who can play if I draft a good receiver. So we're going to go after Auden Tate here for a couple years. I don't want to spend big money on a receiver right now. I want to go for the draft. for at least this next season. And then if that doesn't pan out, maybe we tackle free agency then. Auden Tate joined the team, which is pretty cool. So at least we have a receiver who can play alongside Brandon Cooks this next year. God damn it, dude. I messed up a little bit. I thought I had one more week of scouting. I didn't really look at edge as much as I wanted to. That sucks. But let's go ahead and start the NFL draft. Now, I know who I want in the first round. I just don't know when. All right, so there's a quarterback who's probably going to go number 1 overall. I think I'm good to advance by this pick at least. He does go. He's a 76. He looked pretty good. He was a mid-first round talent. I didn't want to take him too early. There are a couple other quarterbacks I could go with, and I think Colbert is going to be the option here. Mid-first round talent. Now, compare that to this man, who may or may not be related to somebody. He's a late first round talent. I don't really want to take him. I'd rather go with Colbert at some point. He's also like a second round projection, so we can wait a little bit. With this pick, though, I think I'm going to take a corner. Damon Henson looks crazy. So does Enrique Warwick. They both look really good. I'm going to go with Henson, though. He looks a bit more insane. But before I do this, let's see if I can trade this pick away with somebody. Jaguars are offering. I don't really want to take that. I want to get like another first or something this year. So the Eagles are offering something. Let me see if I can trade back with the Eagles and get 2 first-round draft picks for this year. That's going to go through then. A first this year, a third this year, and a second next year for 2 firsts this year. I'm good with that. Perfectly fine with that. I actually probably could have tried for number 4 overall instead, but it's all good. Let's advance by this pick. They might go quarterback as well. They go corner. They go Enrique Warwick. All right, what are the chances the Broncos take my man? They should probably go quarterback, but I don't know, dude. I really don't know if they're going to take this corner or not. We might just trade up something dumb because it should be really easy to trade up 1 spot. All right, so pick 4, McCray, and a 7th next year will get me pick number 3. That might not have been needed, but just want to make sure I can land this dude because this guy looks like he's an 80+ overall cornerback. I cannot pass on my man, Damon Henson. He looks too good. He's an 81 with hidden. I knew I could not pass on this dude. He's also not the best player in the draft. He's ranked number 2. Interesting. 92 speed, 91 excel, 90 agility. Really good man and zone and press. Okay. This guy is an incredible cornerback just straight off the rip. And now, at pick 14, I'm going to take who actually might be the best player in the class. This guy might be a little bit better. I could totally see my man, David Silvers, being higher than the corner we just took. Let's take this man now. He's an 82. I was right. He's the best player in the class. Oh my god. 94 speed, 90 acceleration, 75 zone, 82 man, 76 hit power, 79 play rec, 78 awareness. Yeah. That player was definitely worth the selection. Now at pick 15, who do I want to take at pick 15? There's a power rusher here. Who's a mid-first round talent. He actually looks really solid, and we do need some edge help. Now, don't think I'm neglecting the offense here, because there are a bunch of players on the offense I do want to take, just not yet. I want a receiver all the way down here. Hold on, it's not even this guy. He's even further down. Chris Wagner. He ran a 4.24. I need to take that guy. And then also, I want to take this quarterback, Colbert. Definitely in the 2nd round. And then 4.24 boy, maybe we take in the 3rd round. When is he supposed to go? Late 4th. We should be able to get him in the 3rd. We should be able to get that quarterback in the 2nd. So I think then with this pick, we take somebody on the defense. And like I said, I absolutely messed up and forgot to look at edge like well at all. I thought I had another week of scouting. I just screwed that one up. My bad. But we can probably take this one outside linebacker here. Or a middle linebacker. If he had an early first, then maybe. This guy looks good too. I just didn't fully scout him. We're going to take Eric Branson here, I think. He looks good enough to start on this team. 76 hidden. All right, that was a great pick, I think. He has 91 acceleration, 84 speed, 76 block shed, 81 power moves. That guy's really good. He's definitely going to slide down to D-end in this 4-3. Now with the 2nd pick in the 2nd round, I'm going to take a quarterback. And this guy looks like he should be really good. James Colbert, welcome to the team. Only normal. I was really fearing that, but at least he's a 76 with ridiculous throwing stats, aside from his deep accuracy. Good enough speed and acceleration as well. He's a good quarterback. I could see him going up in dev for sure. I missed out on the running back I wanted to take. That really sucks. We don't have a good running back on the team. I actually don't think we have a running back on the team in general. But regardless, we're going to take Chris Wagner with this one. 78 with hidden. Oh my god. He has 97 speed. 94 excel, 85 catching, 81 deep. He is a ridiculous deep threat. Oh my god. That guy is insane. Alright, so we might not have drafted a running back. but we completely went crazy with the other selections so far. I'm going to go with Jason Broyles with this pick, I think. He's a pretty good looking tackle. Late third round talent's not bad. And if he has hidden, maybe he can develop behind Mitchell Schwartz here. He does have hidden. All right, he's a 70 overall. So once Mitchell Schwartz retires, or once his contract runs out, we should have, you know, a serviceable tackle to start instead. I'm good with that. Definitely good with that. In the 5th round, let's go with this 4th receiver, Elton Griffin. 68 normal. Not a bad receiver. Good depth for sure. And with this next pick here, we might as well go ahead and take that quarterback if he's available. We can take another quarterback in this class just for the giggles. He is not available, so we actually can't take him. All right, well, instead, let's just go with a running back, I guess, then. Here's a 4th round talent running back. He doesn't look good, but I'm going to go ahead and take him. He's a 68 normal. He's a good backup, at least. I might look on the trade block to see what kind of running backs are available. I don't want that guy starting. That's for sure, because a 68 overall running back, it's just not a good recipe. I think we destroyed that draft. I feel like that was one of my best drafts so far. Got a ton of hidden development trade guys, got 2 players over an 80, a 78, and then a pair of 76s, a 70, and a pair of 68s. I think we did incredibly well. But let's see the entire class in general. We got the only 2 players above an 80. Here's Enrique Warwick, by the way. Hidden dev, 6'3", 94 speed. Really good corner there for the Eagles. Cole Ratliff might have been the running back I was targeting. 91 speed, 94 excel. I feel like he was faster than this, though. It might have been Cam Goddard. Hidden dev, 94 speed. Because I was going to say, I think he ran like a 4.3 something. And I feel like that's 94 speed and not 91 speed. But I still think we did really well in this draft. I certainly think that was successful. In retrospect, I probably should have taken that running back in the early second and then traded up again to take the quarterback. But you know what? It's fine. All right. So Raheem Mostert is in free agency. Might just go ahead and sign him. I'm going to do that. And then we're also going to look at the trade block. Because I don't really think I have too much trade value on this team, so I don't think I can get, like, a superstar running back. But maybe if there's, like, a young guy on the trade block, we could try to target him. Yeah, that's a pretty easy trade for me. I didn't think I was going to be able to get a really good running back. But here we are. Jordan Jenkins, a 2nd-round draft pick, and Davis Mills. I'm sorry to trade Mills. It's unfortunate, but, you know, kind of had to happen. For Jonathan Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor's an 86 overall. So I'm actually going to cut Raheem Mostert then. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't actually think I was going to be able to get a running back who was better than Raheem Mostert, but we did. And now Lawson can be the backup. That's perfectly fine. And let me get the rest of the team situated. I'm also going to be signing this defensive tackle. I need another defensive tackle on the team. He's 68 overall, 23 years old. Certainly not bad. I think the roster is correct right now, so let's start going over the team. This team looks really different from last year. We are an 82 overall, 84 offense, 80 defense. Also, I feel like we should sign a backup quarterback and a backup running back. I will get to that in a second. But here is a look at the offense. We have a new quarterback. We have a new running back. We also have a new second receiver. We have a new right tackle and a new starting left guard. I was going to save Broyles just to start at tackle after Mitchell Schwartz retired, but I thought it was kind of foolish to keep him as a backup his rookie year when he has hidden dev. Definitely think it's more worth it just to start him, considering he is a 70. Like, he's not bad at all. So I think he's fine to start at left guard. And then defensively, we have a new starting left end, Branson. He was a linebacker, of course, moved him down here. Henson is a stud at cornerback number 2. Silvers is a really good, strong safety. And then also we have Keanu Neal on the team now at middle linebacker. I think this team got a lot better. I would not be surprised if this team finishes like just above 500 or just somewhere around there. I think they're going to improve a lot this next year. Yeah, we're going to sign Ryan Fitzpatrick as the backup quarterback. Let's go, dude. Fitzmagic's still in the league. Love me some Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then we also need another running back. Just gonna get another rookie on the team. You don't need anyone that good to be the third running back. Let's go with Theo Claiborne. Why not, dude? A 62 overall. I know. It's a riveting content here on the Shram channel. The team right now at the midseason mark is 3-4. Doing a little bit better than last season. But I am really excited now to see what the development traits of these rookies are. Alright, so show me something good on the offense. What is the receiver? He has star, and so does the left guard. Alright, this just means we have 3 X factors on defense, right? No, but we have 1 X factor, a superstar, and then a star. I will take 1 X factor, let's go. And also a superstar defensive end. That is phenomenal. That was a really good draft class then. I will certainly take all of those guys. Who has to come back to the team then? Brandon Cooks, Garrett Bradbury are the top 2 guys. No one else down here I want too badly. Alright, so Garrett Bradbury I want for sure. And Brandon Cooks is interesting. I don't want to give him a 4-year contract, that's for sure. But Garrett Bradbury's coming back to the team. I will give Brandon Cooks like a 2-year contract. Definitely don't want him back for 4. Okay, so I don't think we bring Brandon Cooks back unless we franchise tag him. The team didn't make the playoffs, and we also didn't really do too well. We finished 6-11, but I feel like the roster is still really good. I wonder what went wrong. I'm pretty sure our quarterback led the league in passing yards, though. He did, 5,242, 38 touchdowns, 11 picks. He clearly was not the issue. He played really well this season. Jonathan Taylor really wasn't that good. Only 3.8 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. I thought he was going to do a lot better than this. Chris Wagner went crazy. 100 catches, 1,600 yards, 8 touchdowns. Brandon Cooks had 14 receiving touchdowns. Brevin Jordan, almost 1,000 yards. Yeah, those 3 guys had incredible years. Blocking was really good. All right, let's go. 165 tackles here for Zach Cunningham. Okay, 13 tackles for loss. As the most on the team. 11 sacks for Eric Branson. Let's go. 3 picks for Keanu Neal. 2 for Justin Reed, Desmond King, and David Silvers, and then 1 for a couple other guys. 7th in the NFL in offense, and defense, I don't think we were last. Just barely not last. Let's go 30th, moving up in the world. All right, well, our quarterback is in here at number 7 for MVP. Offensive Player of the Year, he's at number 3. That's awesome. Defensive Player of the Year is TJ Watt. Keanu Neal at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to the quarterback. The receiver at number 3. Also, Josh Lawson at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Eric Branson. David Silvers at 5. Damon Henson at 8. All right, let's go, dude. I think this team is going to develop really well, and I have so many staff points I need to spend. The Eagles and the Titans are in the Super Bowl. This is not a common Super Bowl, like, at all. The Eagles are not going to win, sadly, 33-21. Go by this week, then. I also just got the trophy for relocating a team. I don't know why. Maybe like some team in the franchise relocated and that counted, because we certainly did not relocate. Unless we did and we stayed the Texans or something. I don't know. That'd be weird. But let's go ahead and check out the roster. Who is up in dev trait? The quarterback should be up, for sure. And he is. Let's go. Brandon Cooks is up. Wagner didn't go up. That's surprising. Neither did Brevin Jordan. I thought he played really well. On the defense, then, the strong safety is up. So are Zach Cunningham and Keanu Neal. And I think Justin Reed also went up. All right, so we got a lot of dev upgrades here on the defensive side. I will take that. We don't need many more players, I don't think. Like, I think this team is really close from being really, really good. Do I want to bring Brandon Cooks back to the team now, though? I kind of do want to franchise tag him. He played really well last year. Bring this down to 1 year. He's going to decline. And let's see what the franchise tag is looking like. 22.7 mil. I want to look at the receivers in free agency first. Now, I know Tyreek Hill is going to be here. I'm not going to go after him, though. I go after Tyreek Hill all the time. It's just kind of boring. But let's see who is here. Like, if there's a different receiver better than Brandon Cooks. Okay, hang on a second. Lamar Jackson? Why? Why did he hit free agency? Now, of course, we just drafted a quarterback and he played really well, but, like, it's Lamar Jackson. I don't want him going to the Patriots, dude. Why did he even hit free agency? What are the Ravens doing? I'm going to give him 55 points. He probably won't accept that. But I figured it'd be dumb not to at least throw him some kind of contract. Now the receivers. Mecole Hardman is here. Darius Slayton, Deontay Johnson. I would rather have any of those guys, I think, over Brandon Cooks at this point. Especially Mecole Hardman. So we're going to go after him. Also getting an offer from the Patriots. I don't want him going there. 96 points. That is enough to be in first place. If we don't get Mecole Hardman, I'm good with Darius Slayton or Deontay Johnson. So I'm going to try this contract here to good old Mecole. And then for an edge player, like Montez Sweat would be kind of sick. Zadarius Smith would also be really good. But he's kind of old at this point. He's 30. I'm going to give Montez Sweat a contract, I think. I want to spend some big money. I want to make this team good, and I think we have the cap to do this right now. It's just so weird that Lamar Jackson is in free agency. I did not expect to see him here. Dude, I actually don't know if I go after Montez Sweat anymore, because Sean Chaney looks really good. Early first-round talent. I feel like I might just take a shot on him. Yeah, I think I'm going to retract that contract for Montez Sweat then, because I want to draft that guy, or at least somebody. I wanted to look at the combine grades before I fully committed to this week. I'm actually just going to take down my contract a little bit. I'll still give him one, but he probably won't accept it. If he happens to accept it, we kind of stole him a little bit. But if he doesn't, it's fine. Nobody accepted our contracts. Okay, so I didn't expect Lamar Jackson or Montez Sweat to. I really was hoping Mecole Hardman would, though. I'm actually just going to go after Brandon Cooks. I can get him for the cheapest, I think, out of those 3 guys. So let's see if we can get Cooks on the team. We did not get Brandon Cooks either. Nobody wants to join the Texans, apparently. All right, and now we have to draft a receiver, like, for sure. All right, I will try to do that. Hopefully we can get a good one. If not, I can just try to trade for one, I guess. I was really hoping we'd get Brandon Cooks. It's all good, though. We will certainly make it work. let's hop into the draft where I really want to take a defensive end. Like, for sure. I think Sean Chaney is the first player I want to take in this class. So I feel pretty confident simulating because I think we have the 7th pick. Yeah, we have the 7th, the 18th, and the 22nd. All right, any receivers I want to take here in the first round? Any mid-first talents? Okay, there's one. Quincy Whitfield. Pretty slow, but he's not bad. And then there's like no one else down there who looks too enticing. Demarius Drake looks pretty good. Early first-round talent, but I don't really want to trade up to take a receiver right now. So I think Chaney's definitely the pick. Yo, I could take Jerry Rice. Looks kind of nutty. He actually looks really good. I don't think I really have anything to trade up with right now, so I'm not going to do that, dude. Sorry, Jerry Rice. Not going to be on the team. But 7th overall. Let's go ahead and take this edge rusher if he's available. Wait, Jerry Rice is still here. Okay, hang on. I think I'm going to take Jerry Rice. That sounds so funny. And then I think I might trade up to take Sean Chaney. That's probably the smartest decision for this draft. I'll try my best to trade up. Jerry Rice, 77 hidden. All right, 83 speed, 85 excel, 84 strength. Can he play defensive tackle? He's 6'4", 280. I definitely think he can play D-tackle. He seems big enough here. And now, I feel like I have to trade up. Let's see if I can potentially trade up here at the Raiders. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to trade up right now, which kind of does suck. But Jerry Rice still looks good. He can play edge. I'm good with that. There's a defensive tackle who I can probably land like somewhere in the 2nd round. Are there other defensive tackles later I could potentially go with? There's a 3rd round guy, probably like a 68, 69 overall. I'm sure he's not too bad. We could potentially try to work a trade or something. And there's not really many other great receivers down here. Like a 2nd round talent guy who looks pretty good. I'll still take him at some point, but I want like a for sure starting caliber receiver. I'm going to take Quincy Whitfield. Please don't have normal. He has normal, dude. I was scared he would. He's a good player, but that was definitely not the right pick. Let's go to pick number 22 now, where I'm going to take a linebacker if he's available. And then maybe we can try to trade up again. I'll see what happens. So I'm going to take Jonathan Dudley, I think, here. Yeah, he's going to be a solid starting linebacker. 73 hidden, not a bad draft pick. He is going to get a lot of play time. I'm going to try to work a trade for like an early 2nd pick. All right, one more trade up here. We are giving the Panthers Griffin a 3rd this year and a 3rd next year for the 35th pick, which is a really early 2nd round draft pick. I really hope this defensive tackle makes it. Ha, he did not make it. No way. All right, that sucks. That definitely sucks. But who can we take here instead? We're going to take a D tackle and hope for the best. He's probably just going to have normal. This is going to be a bad pick, most likely. Janelle Anthony, be something. 71 normal. Okay, yeah. That was a horrible trade up then. That did not work out whatsoever. But if I would have landed the D tackle I wanted, it would have been a great trade up. Just sometimes does not go your way. I messed up there for sure by not simulating before I traded up. Whatever though. You know, it happens. Let's take Isaiah Bennett with this pick. 75 overall, normal running back. He's a good player. All right. There's only like one other player I want in this draft. And he's a 7th round projection, but a 2nd round talent. He is a massive steal. Like, he is really good. So let's go take him now. Tavon Ankrum. 72 normal. 94 speed. That guy's really good. And I kind of want to take the fastest receiver in the class. Like, is he still here? He is still here. This is the fastest receiver in the class. I'm going to take him. Why not, man? 68 normal. 94 speed. Okay. We have a bunch of really, really fast receivers on the team. Now, that wasn't my best draft for sure, but the first draft was certainly up there as being one of my best. So combine the two together, get a pretty good average draft score, I think. But we did get Jerry Rice. You know, we got someone. Quincy Whitfield's like, all right. This linebacker's pretty good. And this defensive tackle is going to pain me a lot. But you know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work for sure. Who's the best player in the class? A 79 overall, J.R. Mackey. Strong safety on the Colts now. I want to find that D tackle. It's this guy. 76. Of course he has hidden. That guy's a stud. He went 30th overall. I would have had to trade up a bit further. That sucks, man. We will find some combination of D linemen who aren't too bad. Now, Jonathan Taylor, I think, is going to get the development trade up of the running back that we drafted. So I guess that's cool. I'll always take that, even if he's a backup. Yeah, this is going to be the team then for the next year. I think the roster is still pretty good, but we definitely need a couple more pieces, I think, in order for this team to like win a Super Bowl or make a deep playoff run. I think we need a new receiver for sure. I will try to target a receiver in the offseason. Like, I'll go heavily in free agency this year just to make sure we get a good one. And then defensively, we definitely need a D tackle. But other than those two positions, I feel like the team's actually in a really good spot. We have a couple new rookies now on the team. I feel like this team could do better than last year. Like, they definitely should. But who knows what's going to happen in Madden simulation. Yeah, I disagree with that record. This is not a 1-6 team. We have like 2 holes. Not a 1-6 team. I'll tell you that much. But let's check out the dev traits. If anything is revealed at this point, that is. I don't think we have anything on the offense to reveal, but then defensively, the end has star, and the linebacker is still hidden. All right, well, we will reveal him at some point throughout the season. But let's see who has to come back to the team. The top free agent is Laramie Tunsil. Yes, you're coming back to the team. Jonathan Taylor, I'm going to wait. Let's see how he plays this year. Mitchell Schwartz, I'm also going to wait. He's probably just going to retire. Jalen Johnson, I want back on the team for sure. And I think it's just going to be Jalen Johnson and Laramie Tunsil for now. Jalen Johnson is the only one to accept right now. Laramie Tunsil, I'll try to get him back next week. Laramie Tunsil is back on the team. All right, let's go. I don't know why this team is not playing well. We are 1-7. Looking like a great year here for the Texans. No way this team made the playoffs. What? We finished 9-8? Are you kidding me? How did that happen? All right, this looks sketchy. I know it does. I didn't force any wins. I can promise you that. We started off 0-4, beat the Steelers, lost another 4 straight, and then just broke off an 8-game winning streak to end the season. What in the world? That is ridiculous. I don't know what to say. That's absolutely bonkers that this team somehow made the playoffs. Well, the quarterback had 5,000 yards again, 33 touchdowns, 17 picks. He's still going crazy. Jonathan Taylor was much better this season. 4.5 yards per carry, 12 touchdowns. I will take that. Quincy Whitfield had 1,600 yards, 109 catches. Turns out he was a really good draft pick. All right, Brevin Jordan's also been really good this rebuild so far. Chris Wagner, 6 touchdowns, not bad. Not the best sack numbers, but I guess not horrible. 136 tackles for Keanu Neal and for Jonathan Dudley. 21 tackles for loss for Jerry Rice. 11.5 sacks for Branson. 3 picks for Justin Reed and Jalen Johnson. 1 for Dudley, Neal, King, and Henson. 6th in the NFL on offense. Are we moving up more on defense? 29th. Let's go. We will be first after like 30 years. I can't wait. Alvin Kamara is going to win MVP. There's 3 running backs of the top 3. Interesting. I haven't seen that yet. There are a ton of running backs on this list. This is a great joke. No one's ever made it. Lamar Jackson. He's a running back. He's a really good scrambling quarterback. So you know what? That means he's close to being a running back. The greatest joke. Most original joke I can come up with. All right. Well, anyone from the Texans on Offensive Player of the Year? I don't think so. Defensive Player of the Year. No one from the Texans. All right, we flew under the radar. Well, maybe our rookies didn't, because Quincy Winfield is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Isaiah Bennett, number 5. Okay. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Dudley. Jerry Rice at number 2, adding to his list of accolades already. Donnell Anthony at number 5. These rookies are crazy. Maybe that draft class wasn't too bad then. I want to see what the development trait of the middle linebacker is, or outside linebacker is. Before I forget, just in case I get confused by like development trait upgrades and whatnot. What is he looking like here? He has star only. Okay, so maybe he'll go up in dev. That would be really nice. We have one last hurrah. Probably for Mitchell Schwartz, if I had to guess. It is for Mitchell Schwartz. He might retire. He might not retire. I've seen this prompt come up and the player not retire. I'm not going to go to the press conference. I don't really seem to do anything. Let's see if we can beat the Browns. Most likely not, but who knows, man? We cannot. So our 8-game winning streak is snapped. That was insane, though. I still can't believe this team fought that hard and made the playoffs. Also, yeah, we have 200 staff points. I'll spend those before the next season starts. The Bengals and the Falcons in the Super Bowl. Another pretty rare Super Bowl, honestly. The Falcons are going to win 34-17. Before I check out who is available to negotiate with, I don't even think I'm going to bring anyone back. But before I do that, let's see who's up in dev trait. The quarterback might be up to superstar. He absolutely is, man. He started off as a normal dev quarterback. He's progressed really well. Also, Mitchell Schwartz did not retire. At least yet. Maybe the next week is when he leaves the team. I don't know. But Whitfield is up to star dev, which is really nice. Brevin Jordan didn't go up again. I don't know how. What does this man have to do to go up to superstar? The linebacker is up to superstar. So is Jerry Rice. Okay. We have a bunch of superstars now on this defense. We really just need some D tackles. Like just one D tackle and maybe just one stud receiver. We're also losing Mitchell Schwartz, so maybe we should actually bring him back. I thought he was going to retire, and he didn't. Well, let me see. Let's check out the retirements. Is he actually gone? No, he is not gone. Okay, so our quarterback was full of shit, I guess. I don't know. Because he was the guy who was talking to us about Mitchell Schwartz, by the way. Jonathan Taylor. I think Jonathan Taylor played well enough to get another contract. We also have a ton of money. He's coming back to the team. I will take that. And then Mitchell Schwartz. Let's bump this up a good bit just so he accepts. Never mind. That's not even good enough. I'm not going to tag him. I'm sure I can get at least a good enough tackle in free agency here. Also, Ross Blacklock was a free agent. Not going to target him either. Only like a 76 or whatever at this point. I could probably get another D tackle who's better. Like Fletcher Cox. Might as well just go after him for like another season or two. But we do need a tackle, and Mitchell Schwartz is actually getting a lot of contracts. Let me see who's here at left tackle before I go after Schwartz. Oh, Tyron Smith? Yeah, I'd rather have him. 107 points. I really hope that's enough. And a D tackle. Seems like it's going to have to be Fletcher Cox. And then I will try to draft a tackle in the first round here. And I still really like pretty much every other position on the team. Even the receivers are kind of developing fairly well right now. I mean, Tyler Boyd is available. Chase Claypool would be pretty cool. Whitfield is right here. I don't know why I didn't show him on that screen. All right, so we don't like really desperately need another receiver, at least out of the guys who are there. Like Auden Tate is a fine third option. I'm good. I'm good with the receivers. If I can draft one, I will. But we got Fletcher Cox and we did not get Tyron Smith. What? I gave him a lot of money. Okay, I saw Taylor Lewan here. Hopefully he didn't go to another team. He did not go to another team. Okay, so Taylor Lewan will hopefully join the roster for a season. I can slide him over to right tackle. Taylor Lewan is on the team. All right, sick. Let's go to the draft. Looking for a D tackle and then looking for a receiver. And I feel like this team is in a really good position then. We only have one first round draft pick this year, so let's pause the draft at the beginning and see who is looking good here, because I have not looked at the draft board once yet. This receiver is looking really good. Brian McKee. I will take him in the first round for sure. Or Caleb Kitchen. He's also looking pretty good. Another pretty good receiver. All right, so the receiving class looks a lot better than the interior D-line class. That's for sure. So I think I'm good to simulate. I will take that receiver at the top there. Or I think it's the second receiver, actually. I will take him if he's available at pick number 19. If not, I'm not too worried about it, though. As a pretty good-looking linebacker goes to Washington. Let's see. Is this receiver available? Caleb Kitchen is the best receiver, so the other guy actually was selected. He's still pretty good, though. Like, we could definitely take him. But I'm going to look around a little bit before I decide. You know, the best D tackles are all, like, second-round guys. Al Thomas is good, but I definitely don't need a linebacker. I don't need a corner, and I don't need a safety. This is a really good safety class, though. Darren Wembley looks solid. Dalton Leach also looks really solid. This guy looks okay. Not nearly as good as the top two guys, but these guys look incredible. All right, so it's either a linebacker or a receiver. I'm kind of talking myself into getting a linebacker. But like Keanu Neal, Zach Cunningham, and Dudley were good last year. We have the 19th pick in the second round. Okay, what are the other receivers looking like? Because there are some other guys who aren't too bad down here. Like Matthias Stanley. Late first round talent. He's not too bad. I'm going to take that linebacker then and try to get Stanley. Al Thomas. Welcome to the team. 75 normal. All right. I was really hoping he'd have hidden, but since he has normal, he's going to be the backup middle linebacker, which I think still helps the overall out quite a bit. So I'm fine with that draft pick. I kind of feel like that receiver, that Kitchen guy, was going to have normal anyway. Of course, I'll check him out. He probably won't have normal, you know, just because I thought he was going to. But Matthias Stanley, most likely going to have normal. He's on the team, though. Yeah, 74 normal. He's not bad. 93 speed, 95 excel. He's a solid third receiver, I think. I think the top two receivers on the tight end are kind of carrying the load when it comes to receptions on this team anyway. So it's fine. The scout really prioritized receiver, that's for sure. I don't really want another receiver, though. Any, like, D tackles now? Third round guy, sure. 70 normal. All right, not a bad player. I'm really happy we signed Fletcher Cox then. Yeah, there's no one else, like, good on the draft board right now. I'm going to take a shot at this random defensive end. He's not too bad. 66 overall. All right, I'm going to the end of the draft then. Not a great draft, but I didn't have many picks. Wasn't looking for too much here. Got a couple players who might see the field. But the best player in the class, I'm thinking it's a strong safety. It's actually not. But here's Leach. Here's Wembley. They're both pretty good. It's our running back, Quincy Addison. Hidden Dev, Brian McKee. Hidden Dev. Here's Caleb Kitchen. Oh, of course he has hidden. Yeah. 97 speed as well. All right, that's how it goes. It's whatever, though. I still think we have a pretty solid team heading into this next year. Like, I think this team could definitely make the playoffs. As long as we can just start off well. If we don't start off with one win in, like, 10 weeks, This team should be fine. I accidentally just skipped a week, but it doesn't matter. We are now in the second week of the preseason. Let's go over the roster for what will maybe be the final year. If we make the playoffs and do pretty well, I will count this as the final year. Also, don't worry, the staff points, yeah, we have 205. I'll spend them before I simulate, okay? It's not entertaining watching me spend staff points. You guys all know, I'm sure, how the trees work by now, so I don't feel like I should take you with me. But let's definitely move Taylor Lewan to right tackle. I guess speaking of things that are pretty boring to watch, I mean, me changing positions around isn't great. The team is an 86, though. 85 offense, 89 defense, and Whitfield is definitely going to be the second receiver, that's for sure. Quarterback is looking great at superstar. The rest of the offense is looking good as well, honestly. And then the defense, we have Fletcher Cox on the team now. Pretty sure we have a much better team than last year, and last year's team made the playoffs pretty heroically. Let's see if this team could at least repeat a playoff appearance again. There we go. We are 6-1 at the midseason mark. Now, hopefully, we don't just absolutely implode, like the opposite of what happened last year. Really hoping that does not happen. There's really not much to do at this point. I'm not going to bring anyone back right now. I'll do that at the end of the year if we don't make the playoffs. And there's nothing to reveal, like, on the team. So let's just go straight to the end of the year. And we made the playoffs, going 12-5. All right. The team did well this season. Let's get it. These statistics, though, our quarterback is second in the NFL in passing. I saw that before I clicked on the stat screen. But 5,500 yards, 41 touchdowns. He was really good, man. Starting off with normal, probably going up to X Factor. He was incredible. Jonathan Taylor, definitely his best season as a Texan. 4.6 yards per carry, 17 touchdowns. And we'll take that. Quincy Whitfield was also phenomenal. Another normal dev player just going crazy. Chris Wagner was really good. Brevin Jordan, dude, has been going crazy as well. He should definitely be up to superstar. If he doesn't go up to superstar after this year, I don't know what could get that man up in dev trait. I really don't. Laramie Tunsil allowing 11 sacks. That being the most on the team is actually pretty good. 134 tackles here to Keanu Neal. 16 tackles for loss for Fletcher Cox with 14.5 sacks. 2 picks for Desmond King, Damon Henson, and Jalen Johnson, and then 1 for a bunch of other guys. We were 3rd in the NFL in offense. Let's keep climbing on defense, though. Come on. 28th. I'm telling you, dude. After like 30 years, we will be the best defense in the NFL. Do we have any Texans here? We do at number 7. Let's go. Offensive Player of the Year at number 3. And also at number 9, Defensive Player of the Year. Number 5, Fletcher Cox. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Probably no one from the Texans. Defensive Rookie of the Year. I'm sure the same thing. Best quarterback. We have the 3rd best quarterback. We have the 4th best running back. We have the best receiver. That's awesome. Best O lineman. Laramie Tunsil at number 4. Also James Daniels at number 10. Best D lineman. Fletcher Cox at number 4. Joins the team and still stays insane. Best linebacker. No one from the Texans. Best defensive back. No one from the Texans, but best kicker. Come on. Let's go. Joey Sly at number 10. That's why we went 12-5. All right, we have the 10th best kicker in the NFL. Definitely some kind of correlation there. Let's advance by this week. See if we can win a playoff game. We can. All right. Going up against Deshaun Watson. Let's go. A lot of sacks there for a quarterback. Let's see if we can take them down. We can beat Deshaun Watson. He sucks. All right. Now in the conference championship against the Browns. I don't feel like we win this one, but maybe we do. We actually do. All right. Against the Arizona Cardinals. Let's check out these development trade upgrades before I forget. The quarterback. Quarterback should be up in dev. He should be a superstar X Factor. He absolutely is. Whitfield's up to superstar. Dude, these normal dev players just going insane. That's what you like to see. The outside linebacker is also up in development trade up to superstar X Factor. Let's go, dude. Team's looking sick. All right, we have a really good roster. I'm not going to bother with the staff points for just this one final game. Let's go into the Super Bowl and see if we can take down Kyler Murray and his Cardinals. All right, they took the lead first. That doesn't mean anything, though. All right, we're going to tie it up 10-7 now. 10-10, I'm going to tie it up again. 13-10, 20-10. Offense, you got to step it up. 27-10. Yeah, this one's over, I think. 30-10, unless we have a ridiculous comeback. 30-17, 30-20, there's still a shot. Not anymore. 37-20, I think this one's over. No, we couldn't win the Super Bowl, but still, at least we made it to the big game. That's pretty cool. The Texans have a terrible roster in this game, so making it to a Super Bowl in 4 years, I don't think is that bad. I think this one then went pretty well, just based on that fact. We drafted well the first year specifically, and then even after that, like, the receiver, even though he had normal when we drafted him, absolutely became a stud. he probably would progress to X Factor one day. And the quarterback was an X Factor. Like, we got some normal development guys that just panned out really well. Of course, we drafted an X Factor the first year. I think this was a pretty good rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had fun making it. Maybe you had fun watching it. Who knows? But I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is do or die.